they are overlapping quite heavily. There are still some very big distinctions. So GDPR is mandatory, is a regulation. It's mandatory for everyone processing personal data. ISO 27001 is a information security management system, and Toma will tell more later about that. But it's an information security management system that is mandatory under certain circumstances, like the DTX reimbursement schemes, but it's not a regulation, and it defines a framework for mapping, for documenting, for assessing things. So the GDPR has a lot of legal questions that are typically not considered in ISO 27001. But those, for example, related to data processing agreements and how you negotiate that with users and so on. So for those, you need really lawyers and legal expertise to deal with that. While ISMS, it's a bit different approach on documenting and assessing. So you can do them both, and there is a huge overlap. But typically what we see in practice is that companies don't do them both at the same time. Companies do things on the need basis, and whether they need to demonstrate trust or pass an audit, they will do perhaps an ISO 27000 first. GDPR, when they manage personal data and perhaps sensitive data, they will do the basics on GDPR perhaps first. So it really depends from the industry, from the type of company, from the size of company, the need they want to demonstrate. So we see frequently that one is done before the other. So the other is kind of an extension, perhaps, if done properly, if they follow a certain standard. But they are very, very similar. Actually, there are ISO standards that are extensions of the 27001 that are going to be more and more considered as GDPR certifications in the future. Perhaps the 701